Oh, hello there. Why am I playing the game of pool? Well, that's for me to know and you to find out. Okay, fine. Well, I find that pool is really the only thing to do down here in this bunker since I was put here by an insane reverend. Just kidding. I was not kidnapped by an insane reverend by the name of Richard Wayne Gary Wayne, but a woman by the name of Kimmy Schmidt was. At least in the hit sitcom, The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, the show that I will be reviewing today. But first, remember to like, sub, comment, etc., and you may notice that I have a new background today. It's true. You see, a long time ago, my parents, just after I was born, got a divine magical wall that changes form at my will. Now, before you say, it's about time Josie got a fancy teapot to pour her tea into, don't. It's not. It's Nutty Pot. Alrighty then, let's kick it off. Another Google summary. Rescued after 15 years in a cult, Kimmy Schmidt decides to reclaim her life by venturing to New York, where she experiences everyday life with wide-eyed enthusiasm. On a whim, she rents a room from Titus, a gay wannabe Broadway actor who makes ends meet as a street performer in Times Square. The unlikely pair find that they're well-suited to help each other out, with Titus reintroducing Kimmy to modern life, and her providing him with the inspiration that you should never give up. Together, they'll make it through whatever life throws at them. And life throws them some crazy stuff. And that's not the best summary of the show that I've ever heard, in my opinion, but then again, I myself have tried to explain the show many a time in my own words, and it's really difficult to properly encapsulate and or articulate what makes this show such a showstopper. Yes, I did just drop that cap. Number one factor to this show's perfection, the characters. There is no denying that the characters that the creators concocted are absolutely crazy and captivating. That was many a sea. Seriously, the people in the show are insane in the best possible way. However, the characters, while being fairly three-dimensional and obviously interesting, aren't necessarily deep in any way. I find no issue in that. It is a sitcom, and the characters are hilarious. The characters fit the show. There's the girl who was kidnapped and has to figure out modern life. There's the aspiring gay Broadway star. There's the crazy old landlord. There's the rich oblivious but also secretly strong lady. And more. Those do mostly sound like cliches, but the show really makes them their own. 2, the comedy. The comedy in this show is just so unique and so entertaining. There are solid joke standalones, but a little ways into the show, once you're a diehard fan and can't stop watching, which is a given, you'll start finding humor in everything. It's impossible to miss even the most subtle of comedic undertones, and before you know it, you'll be laughing uncontrollably, and you're not 100% sure why, but you know that you love it. 3, plot development. Now, it is slice of life, technically, but unlike a lot of other sitcoms, it has every single one of its episodes count, constantly adding in another element to the plot or situation, shedding more light onto a character, building up the comedy, swapping things around, and by the end, things have changed so much and yet stayed exactly the same. Figure that one out. So all in all, I rate the entertainment factor a 4.9 out of 5 stars. Moving on to the morality factor. I think the show is very ethical. I mean, it's in the theme song and on the cover. Females are strong as hell. But it's not just gender issues that the show presents. There are definitely strong race themes too, especially circling around Native American culture in the 3rd season. Obviously, it's also conscious about sexuality too, and it manages to seriously present all of this while still maintaining its level of humor. So all combined, the morality factor is going to come out to another 4.9 out of 5 stars. The effectiveness of the me. I've watched the show 4 times all the way through, at least, and I can't tell you how many times it's lifted me up when I was down. This show will cure your quarantine depression, and that is a Kumquat TV guarantee. All that factored, the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt has a total of 4.9 out of 5 stars. Very worthwhile. I recommend this show to fans of sitcoms, fans of basic humor, but also fans of intelligent humor. This is another one of those shows that requires no brain power, but is still timeless, and although that sounds kind of like what I said in my Friends review, it's probably a little bit funnier than Friends. Alright, so please go on Netflix and look this show up. I'm serious. Pause this video right now, and go do it. Well, it would be stupid to pause this video right now, because it's, like, almost the end of the video anyways. You're so close to being set free from me. And you may do so. Now.